Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your bonus reading for October 2025. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker. And I love doing readings for all of my zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. Today, it is a 2-for-1 special. You get a love reading and a general reading as well. So, we're going to kick off with your love reading. Let's get right on into it. All right. Spiritual team, archetype cards. What messages do you have for the Capricorn collective at this time regarding their love lives? What messages do you have for the Capricorn collective regarding their love lives, regarding their person? What messages do you have for the Capricorn collective regarding their love lives, regarding their person? What do we have? Okay, so we have Samaritan. It was reversed. So we're going to be looking at the shadow attributes. So it came out like this. And it says, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the artist. It is upright. So we're going to be looking at the light attributes. This is how it came out. It says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Excuse me. Interesting. I keep going back to the Samaritan one. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Okay, so this is someone who likes to be appreciated and likes to make sure that you know they like being appreciated. It could be just a minor thing about this person. It may not be like a huge hang up. It may not be like a deal breaker, but definitely something that you might need to work through with this person. Could be something that you're currently working on with this person, or like calling out, be like, hey, I don't like it when you make me feel like I have to do this or this or that just because you offer help. If you're going to act like that, like, I'd rather not have your help at all. Could be just calling out this with them and just working through that. But let's take a look at the tarot and see what comes up. Spiritual team, Sugar School Tarot, what messages do you have for the Capricorn collective regarding their love lives and their person? What messages do you have for the Capricorn collective regarding their love lives and their person? What do we have? Oops, come here. Okay, we have 8 of Wands reverse. Okay, 10 of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Pentacles reversed. 4 of Cups. The 8 of Cups in reverse. What's at the bottom of the deck? We had the 2 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Capricorns, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's not fun having to deal with someone or a situation in your relationship that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Challenging, right? And that's exactly what I'm getting from this reading. I just feel like this is a challenging moment between you and a person. You guys are getting to know each other. You're getting to know different sides of each other's personalities. And there's some not so pretty sides or some annoying sides or whatever the case may be. But essentially what I'm getting here is a little bit of like stagnation, I feel, emotionally. And again, it's coming from someone who may emotionally manipulate other people around them, whoever you are in this relationship with. It feels a little emotionally manipulative in some aspects. And I'm not saying like this person's a narcissist or they are like this super terrible person. It's just one aspect of their personality that, again, you are learning and possibly even calling out. But again, it does feel like a little stagnant. And it also may feel like there isn't really anything you can say or do to talk this person through it or get them to see or be aware of this. Sorry, there's like a bunch of crows, a murder of crows, literally. That's what a group of crows is called. They've started coming and sitting on this tree right in front of my window. They started doing it the other day. This is the second time I've seen them do it. Normally I have a hummingbird on this tree, but now I have crows. I'm still figuring out why. I think there is a spiritual significance to this. Um, and I love crows too. I think they're so interesting and so smart. So it's very interesting. Anyways, back to you. Um, yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, maybe you guys are getting over like the honeymoon phase or whatever the case is with this 10 of cups in reverse, but I do feel like again you're starting to see like the not so cute things about this person and about each other. Even this could be about you, okay? Maybe this is your partner trying to call attention to something that you do, right? So bottom line, I just feel like you guys have hit a little bit of a rough patch, a little bit of like a speed bump, and now you are slowing down and really looking at different personality aspects and all of that, trying to figure things out, and also moving a little bit more cautiously with this person. Some of you guys could have been like super lovey-dovey, puppy love. Obviously, that's what the honeymoon phase is all about in a newer relationship, which this is kind of what it feels like for me. And then we hit this Four of Cups and Eight of Wands in reverse energy of like, you know what? Like, maybe I don't want to move forward on certain things just yet. Or like, maybe I need to take a minute and really like reassess, you know, who I'm in a relationship with or how we work together. Our communication styles may be different. Or, sorry about that, Capricorns, had a little issue with my phone, but we're back. All right. So, again, it just comes back to like, needs are different, maybe love languages are different, communication style is different, perspective on relationships, what goes into them could be a little different. Um, Things like that. So I don't see this as necessarily being like a huge deal breaker. Again, I just feel like a lot of you guys are just learning your person right now. I do see some of you guys too could be either going back to someone from your past, or someone from your past is coming back around to you with this Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming up in November. It's going to be November 9th. I think I threw like the end of November. Shadow period starts around October 20th. So by the time I drop this video, it will have already started, that shadow period. So you may start seeing people like pop back up, or things from the past, conversations, issues, challenges from the past, maybe something that you thought you and your partner had resolved a few weeks ago, a month ago, a couple months ago, last year, whatever, maybe coming back up around themes, stuff like that. Could be popping up around this time. It may feel frustrating. It may feel, yeah, just generally challenging. Generally challenging. I apologize for all the noise. There's a lot going on right now on my complex. And of course, it had to happen with your video. So I do apologize. There's a lot of noise and a lot of stuff going on. But bottom line, Capricorns, that is what I'm seeing for your love reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull a few cards from a couple of oracle decks and see what else comes up. Spiritual team, Hidden Truth Oracle, what additional messages do you have for the Capricorn collective regarding their love lives, regarding their person? What messages do you have for the Capricorns regarding their love lives and their person at this time? Come on, what do we got? We have, I want to feel that way again. Okay, so this is for those of you where like an old relationship is coming back around, or you're revisiting an old relationship. You may miss the way that this person, you know, made you feel, or you miss the relationship despite all of the not so great things that happened in that relationship. Okay. Next we have, I hide behind material things. Okay, this could be the person that you're dating now, if you guys are dating somebody at this moment. Some of you guys could also resonate with that. Maybe you guys hide behind certain things or like certain requirements or like actions. So like if you're an acts of services kind of person, maybe you tend to hide behind your love language for some of you, and you're like, in order for me to feel validated in my relationships, I need someone to do X, Y, and Z. Which may feel very taxing. And again, vice versa. It could be you acting this way or your person acting this way. Or like material gifts and things like that, like material success and stability. So finances could be a thing for you guys. And you're like, I just don't feel secure unless I am financially secure, that kind of thing. And that could be used as like an excuse or like a way to escape tougher conversations or challenges or moving forward in the relationship. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I replay our conversations over and over. Interesting. So this could go either or for like a past relationship or someone you are currently involved with. Let's go ahead and pull from this other deck and see what else comes out. Spiritual team, Rebel deck. What final messages do you have for the Capricorns regarding their romantic lives and their person? What final messages do you have for the Capricorns regarding their romantic lives and their person? What do we have here? Okay, we have check yourself. You're playing with fire. I feel like this is for those of you. This could go either way. This could go for those of you where like you're returning to someone from the past or someone's returning from your past. This could also have to do with the current relationship that you're in. I feel like there's possibly some aspects to this relationship that, if not handled delicately with each other, like you could end up blowing up this relationship. I'm just going to put it that way. Like, I feel like you could end up blowing up this relationship. What else do we have? Just say those 5 little words. You decide where to eat. This is for those of you where you're going back to someone from the past or vice versa. Someone could be like, they could be thinking like, just respond to my text. Just tell me you want to meet up with me. Just tell me that there's a chance. I still have a chance. It's giving that kind of energy. Just say those 5 little words. Just let me know that there's an opportunity and I'm in. Like, I'll take it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have people are messy. Love them anyway. And this is so true, especially for the relationship that you are in, and even going for the relationship that maybe is from the past. Like, if you're realizing, like, damn, I was way too hard on my past relationship, like my past person, like now that I've had time to step away, like I was really like nitpicky, or vice versa. They're seeing that maybe they weren't the best in the relationship and they're like, damn, like I really messed up. Like, things could be so much worse. And I was just so nitpicky about certain things, and like I didn't have to be, and blah blah blah. Like, I just really miss this person, flaws and all. Kind of a thing. And same with your current person. If you're with someone currently, like, you know what, like this person's a hot mess. They got a lot going on, but who's perfect? I'm not perfect. I know you're not perfect. So yeah, it's learning how to love people through their not so great parts, that kind of a thing. Anyways, Capricorns, that's what I'm seeing for you guys romantically. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle, clear my table, and get ready for your general message. So I will see you guys there in a second. Bye. All right, Capricorns, let's get into your general reading. Spiritual team, tea leaf fortune cards. What messages do you have for the Capricorns at this time? Ooh, it's quite a bit. Let's try again. That's a little too many. What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? Okay, there's one. Let's try the other half of the deck. Spiritual team, tea leaf fortune cards. What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? Yeah, there was one that flipped over. Come here. Okay, what messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? Okay. I believe we have our cards. Let's take a look and see what they say. We have the Target, a goal-oriented person. I mean, if that isn't the most Capricorn-ass card. Next, we have the Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Could be you, could be someone we know. Capricorns. Next, we have the Tree, affairs with your family. Okay, you may have a stubborn family member. What else? We have the Rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Okay, I like that. Let's get into the tarot and see what comes up. And again, Capricorns, I apologize for all the noise. Spiritual team, Sugar Skull Tarot, what messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? It's too funny. What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? All right, let's get into it. What do we have going on? Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, the Magician in reverse, the World in reverse. Okay, Five of Cups in reverse. What's at the bottom of the deck? High Priestess. Okay, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Devil in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh, all right. All good things, all good things. Except for maybe one thing. I mean, Mercury retrograde. The Magician card is mercurial energy. Mercury. It's ruled by the planet Mercury. That's what I'm meaning to say. So whenever I see the Magician in reverse, I definitely think of Mercury retrograde. Like I said, we do have one coming up on November 9th. So, I mean, fuckery is just going to be afoot. It is what it is. But what I do see happening for you guys, possibly around this time, is you kind of either stepping away from something, taking a break from something to really understand either yourself more, your direction more, what you want out of life more. I think you're about to step into a new chapter, about to level up here with this World card in reverse. But the problem with it being in the reverse is like you're not quite ready for this next chapter yet. There's still some things that require closure, require tidying up. You know, like you gotta attend to the details. Tend to the details before you close that chapter, essentially, is what I'm hearing. So I think a lot of you guys may be spending some time in solitude. Some of you guys may be traveling in the next month or so, or even between now and the end of the year, even with this World card in reverse. Excuse me, some of you guys could be traveling out of the country to kind of reset yourselves with this Two of Swords, is what I'm getting. Some of you guys might be getting out of your normal settings just to kind of get some clarity, is what I'm hearing with this High Priestess. For some of you, it could be like a spiritual retreat. Doesn't have to be, but it could feel very spiritual in nature, this traveling or this time away from people, places, and things that you normally would do every single day, right? You don't even have to be traveling. You could just be spending more time alone and just going into solitude. And I heard like as we get closer to your birthday season, you could be feeling this more and more. I mean, Mercury retrograde is basically all of November, so yeah, that makes sense. But I just feel like a lot of you guys are really reflective right now. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, you guys are taking a look back at A, how far you've come up until this point, and B, what else you can get rid of at this point that you don't need. A lot of you guys may be taking a step back from relationships or looking for love. A lot of you guys may be taking a look at like what isn't working or what isn't progressing or what isn't aligning in your career, in your finances, investments. Like, what are you investing your time and money in? What are you investing your skills in? Where are you investing your creativity? Okay. getting rid of things that aren't very healthy for you mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. What can we purge? What can we get rid of? Where can we be more disciplined? Where can we get way more focused? What kind of distractions can we eliminate? For some of you, it might be love. For some of you, romantic relationships could be a big distraction for you, and you need to kind of take a break and just really focus on yourselves right now. I feel like there was some sort of how do I put this? Challenge, issue, event that was really hard, really took you through the ringer mentally, emotionally. And now that you are coming out of that and things are clearing up and getting a little bit lighter, and less stressful, I think a lot of you guys are like, oh, I need to get away. I need to get away and just be away from people. Not that I don't love my people, not that I don't love my family or love my friends or love my job or love my romantic partner, but I really just need to spend some time by myself because I've just felt so heavy lately. I need to remember what it's like to be lighter and just reset and cleanse. Okay. Um yeah, and I really like this. I really like this. It's giving like I don't ever want to be back in that place ever again. And so I want to make sure that like going into this new year, this new age, whatever age you're going to be turning this year, as I enter this new year, this new chapter, I want to make sure that I am closing out every single thing that is not good for me and that I am really focused on making this year the best possible year for me, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. So it must have been a rough year for you guys, or a rough last couple of months, um, weeks, whatever. But I feel like you guys are coming out of something, and you're just like, "Woof! I need a break. I need a break. I need a retreat. I need to go up in the mountains and have no cell service, no phone, nothing. Capricorn just needs to be by my own little lonesome right now for like a week or so, or maybe even more. For some of you who can afford it and you can stay somewhere for like a month, you might be doing that. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving that for sure. But overall, it's a positive thing. I think this is also, in a way, a celebration of how far you've come, how you overcame these challenges, these issues that you are coming out of, and a really good way to start your new year, your new birthday year. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Capricorns, that's what I'm seeing for you guys in terms of general. I'm going to go ahead and close this out with a couple of oracle cards, a couple oracle decks. We're going to start off with the Untamed Elemental, and I will be reading from the guidebook on this one, okay? Spiritual team, Untamed Elemental, what messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What do we have? We have the links. Okay, we got the links. What else do we have? We have the seashell. It's cute. I like that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the divine masculine. All right. Let's get into the guidebook and see what these cards have in store for you. Okay. So Lynx calls upon you to hold sacred silence, at least for the time being. Silent retreat, I'm telling you. There is great power in keeping your own counsel when appropriate. Silence is particularly wise when applied to a new project, relationship, or a vision that still lives in the gestational or liminal realms. This is because sacred silence is a womb where dreams and desires may come into material form. Go with Lynx into meditation where the light of possibility will allow your dreams to unfurl. Trust that you will know when the time is right to speak. Have faith, you'll understand exactly whom to share it with. I'm telling you guys, you're going inward. You're going on a retreat, a silent retreat. You're not talking to nobody. You're not hanging out with people. You are it's me, myself, and I right now. And I feel like whether you're doing this intentionally or subconsciously, you're a you're in this space where you're about to enter a new chapter, like I said. And so there's almost like this, when doctors put pregnant women on bed rest when they're close to the end of their pregnancy, it's because the baby's about to come. And like, you know, sometimes it's just you can't be doing a whole lot. Like, you got to focus all your energy on growing that little baby. Or, sometimes it's just like the pressure and the weight and your body, it gets weaker sometimes under all that pressure of creating new life. And that's essentially what I'm getting from this reading, or what I was getting from this reading before I read that. It's like you guys are going inward. You're like a little caterpillar going into your cocoon before you emerge and become a butterfly, or I don't know, drop your new single or drop a baby. I don't know. But it's giving that. You know what I mean? So again, it's just transitional period, and you guys are going to be internalizing a lot. It's not going to be heavy in any way or a negative internalization. It's just that you're in a space where you're about to evolve and transform, and you need that time, that solitude to focus on that. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure you guys will understand. All right, let's get into the next one. All right, seashell is an auspicious insignia of your unfolding evolution and validates that you are on a path of true spiritual development. I mean, come on. 2 for 2. Spirit enlists seashell's immaculate design and ability to weather myriad conditions as a metaphor, asking that you recognize all things as coming from the same source of intelligence that generates, organizes, and dissolves the entirety of life in this universe. If you choose it to be so, every loss, mistake, fear, pleasure, and reckoning are in service to your self-realization. At this point in your evolution, it is impossible for you to leave the path. With that in mind, why not enjoy the full, beautiful, and evolutionary experiment? Rest in the unshakable truth that you are traveling upward on a golden spiral and there's no going back. I'm telling you, you guys are transforming into little butterflies. Even the tougher part that you went through, that you guys are coming out of right now, all of that was part of the plan. And I hate saying that stuff because it's like, why would the universe put me through some BS? And why would God put me through this? It's like, it's meant to challenge you. It's meant to make you grow. I don't know, was it clams, mussels, whatever, the ones that create pearls. I don't remember. Look, I'm not a sea biologist. I'm not a marine biologist, okay? But when they get the dirt and the clay inside their muscles and it's irritating, that creates a pearl. That's essentially what you are turning into. Pressure makes diamonds. Little sand makes a pearl. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, basically, and that's what Spirit's trying to say. I am 2 for 2, Capricorns. If you had any doubts in me, think again. Let's get into Divine Masculine. All right. Divine Masculine indicates that your full presence is required by simply aligning your unfractured consciousness with the moment. You supply healing, balancing truths, and conjure new possibilities and outcomes. It is much easier to receive a message from your inner Divine Masculine wisdom when you anchor your full presence within each moment. When you anchor your full presence, practice this and you will soon discover a secret. You are a painter of galaxies and legend of the real. Word. Okay, so usually when people think of Divine Masculine, they think of like being assertive, being productive, pursuing, so on and so forth, actively doing something. For you, in this moment, the Divine Masculine is showing up as actively being present, even in moments of rest. Okay, so you are actively resting in order to prepare yourself for this next chapter. You are actively becoming present with who Capricorn is on the inside. You are actively seeking out who Capricorn is, who you are turning into, and alchemizing that and aligning that with what it is that you're about to be doing. Because I can tell you from this energy, from what I'm picking up, I feel like 2026 is going to be a busy year for you. I feel like 2026 is going to be a very busy year in the best way possible. So this is like the quiet before the storm kind of a thing. Okay. Yes. Let's close things out with one final deck. Spiritual team, Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. What final messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective at this time? What final messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective? Dang. Come here. What final messages do you have for the Capricorn Collective? All right, let's get it. What do we have? We have go after your goals, persist, encourage, advance. It's going to be busy 2026. I'm just letting you know right now. All right, what else do we have? Embrace your inner gypsy, freedom, fun, and music. I'm telling you, you guys are going to be traveling. You guys are going to be traveling between now and the end of the year. A lot of you. What else do we have? Awaken your inner shaman, connect, invoke, and heal. Going inward. Alchemizing, transforming, getting spiritually aligned, in tune. And finally, at the bottom of the deck, enjoy music, instruments, sound, and tone. You may be traveling somewhere that has a very specific type of like music style. It's like very cultural. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be a vibe. Even though you are probably like by yourself, if you do end up going with like a person or like a group of people, you're going to be in your own world and you're going to be vibing to whatever is around you. This is fun. I like this, Capricorns. I like this a lot for you guys. I feel like a lot of your readings this year have been really difficult and challenging and not so fun. So I like seeing more positive stuff coming into your readings from my spiritual team and from Source. But that is all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading, if you resonated, and maybe share this with another Capricorn if you feel like it would resonate or they just need a little pick me up because this was dope. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. You can find my handles below in the description box. And if you want to schedule a personal reading with me, I do those. You just need to DM me either on TikTok or Instagram. I'm still setting up my website, so the best way to get in touch with me is on those two platforms. And please make sure you are using my handles below in the description box. I will never reach out to you, so please do not accept requests from people trying to offer you readings pretending to be me. Okay. What else? I think that's it for now. Just thank you again so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Bye.